Welcome to the end of Warren's house. I did a recording of this earlier and I found out my mic wasn't connected. So I'm going to do it again with all the voices I did. Luckily there were only 3 or 4 voices, so we should be good. This game contains frightening elements and images that some people do find disturbing. Children in the faint of heart should refrain to play. Okay, good. My drink's here. I know I'm gonna be. The lights are out, and I'm wearing headsets, so we're all set. Nightly Game Build Studios presents Warren's family has always been an important one. Lawyers, notaries, doctors, and landowners. As usual, they made their children study in prestigious schools, and their family had slowly moved elsewhere. The last man had been Dr. Oliver Warren, who died in mysterious circumstances after a fire had burst out in the countryside in his country home. Nearly 50 years passed, and Daniel Warren, last heir, had suddenly returned. Eager to know his ancestor's story, the young man had moved in what was left of his grandfather's house and had it restored. Despite appearing a reserved person, he organized a huge party to celebrate the Warren family return. Many important people had been invited. Being the local newspaper's only reporter, I too was amongst the guests. But something happened. But... No, stay away. You're just like, oh hell no, I ain't doing that. I got to the party very late. As usual, I had a lot of outstanding work to do. My delay saved my life. Mr. Barton. Mr. Adams, is that you? Mr. Barton, what happened? I don't know exactly. I saw many cars arrive. Most of the guests should be here. I came here to see if everything was okay, then I heard someone scream. I ran, but I don't know what happened. They're all gone. What? I tell you, the villa is completely deserted. There is no one. That's impossible. This house should be full of people. What about Mr. Warren? I don't know. I just looked out the lounge. Must look inside before crying havoc. There surely has to be an explanation. They most likely are all together somewhere. Come with me. You know the house. Mr. Barton had been keeper of the Warren homestead, and had always taken care of everything until Daniel had returned. I did not know him well, but it is said he was a weird person. He was now looking at me, his eyes wide open with fear, and I thought he was hiding something from me. There's a moist spot on the floor. I can't make out what it is, but it stinks. I don't want to go around this house too far. Mr. Barton, what's going on? Nothing, it's just... I don't like this place. The door's locked. It's a picture depicting the house, probably from the top of the hill. The three figures are vaguely human silhouettes. They give me the creeps. The card says Oliver Warren's private collection. Are they the grandfather's pictures? Daniel must have had them recovered during the house restoration. It's a picture, but the face has been shaped only a little bit more than a globe, with no eyes or mouth. Oliver Warren must be a fool. Who would ever keep these pictures in their house? They're terrifying. Didn't check out the last one. It's the shape of a human-sized doll wearing women's clothes. The way she lacks her eyes is terrible. It's like her empty orbs were staring at me. Door's locked. There's no water or blood. That's weird. Something's here, but I would never put my hands in there. Oh no. There's a ring in there. I can't make out what it is. It seems to seep from under the floor. It's an old empty armchair. There's a strange viscid substance again. What happened to this woman? What the? The body completely vanished, devoured by the creature. No. It's happened again. It's impossible. Mr. Barton, what are you afraid of? Come on, goddammit, say something. I have been on the war and service like my father before me. I remember when that house burned and Mr. Oliver was found dead. I was just a boy, but I will never forget that night. After I've been the homestead keeper for almost 40 years. Go on, let's go. After that night, this place never been the same. I don't know. What can you tell me about the Warrens? Tell me about the house fire. It happened 50 years ago. One evening, Father and I saw smoke coming up from the homestead. When we arrived, the house was already burning uncontrollably. That smell was in the air like petrol and burnt meat. Mr. Oliver lived on his own. Back then his family had already left, but dozens of servants were with him. We feared that they all died in the fire. That would explain the terrible smell. Yet no one was in the house. Mr. Oliver was found in the woods nearby. He was not himself. He died a few days after without gaining his mind back and giving no explanation. Some thought he himself had set the house on fire, but other people in the house were never found. No body, no trace. They just vanished. You kind of notice I'm trying to improv here with these. Yeah, it's terrible. You know what's going on, don't you? I don't. I felt something, like it was a presence. It gave me the creeps. During these years, I've always avoided to get close to the house. When Mr. Daniel came back and had this restoration work. Mr. Daniel came back and had the restore works begin. I knew something would happen. I tried to talk to him, but he didn't listen to me. something on the table. Over chair. Pick up ladder. Did all the other guests end up like this? Mr. Barton, come on. No, I can't do it. I want to get out of here. Mr. Barton! What the? Mr. Barton! I can't get through. I can't put my feet on this thing. Drawer's empty. There's a set of keys in here. They're likely the service copies used by the servants. The way over there is blocked. Mr. Adams! Help! No! A big lock is keeping the gate closed. I need a key to open it. This lamp is not working. On the wall, there's a stone slab with a big hole at the middle. There seems to be something on the inside. It seems to be a rather old book. No, it's a manuscript. The handwriting is complicated but readable. Some kind of diary by Oliver Warren. Here's some registers. They all report the work done in the house. They must be Daniel's notes. This is strange. Since I could not allow strangers to access my grandfather's study, I had a new passageway open on the block stairs. I had the entrance closed with a gate, whose only key I keep, so that workmen and servants won't get in. I am not concerned about the passageway leading to my relative's study, because I locked it. Because the lock is absolutely inaccessible without the key and the map, which I drew only after long hours. Daniel had discovered his father's secret study during the works in the house. As poor Mr. Barton said, perhaps it awakened something which Oliver had tried to hide. After several failures, I succeeded in perfecting the magnetization process. On the 40th day, I finally saw encouraging results. I began wondering if I had badly interpreted von Hofmann's formulas. Perhaps I would make the dream come true and I will artificially create. What though? This is an experiment's chronicle, but the handwriting is faded. I can only read a few words. Today I began feeding the newborn creature with the arcanum of human blood. I will gradually increase the amount. What actually worries me, then I must keep my experiment secret. Locked my study and closed the access to my basement laboratory. There are few educated people able to. The work of my whole life. Oliver Warren was an alchemist. Something must have been terribly wrong. It says nothing here. The creature is growing up faster than I hoped. Today, it showed up reactive signs. Self-conscious? The experiment succeeded. Is it all linked to this? But what failed to work? I must find other clues or I won't be able to get by. There's lots of different books. Wait. Many of them modern, others look ancient. I guess they come from Oliver Warren's library. The oldest ones are chemistry, medicine, and biology books. Some of these books should be in a museum. Others locked. There's something here. The last shelf has a hidden drawer. Some kind of map. Pick up the lock map. Inside the jar is a black spider. It fits Oliver Warren's Macambre style. The drawer is empty. Seems to be nothing strange in here. It's whole. This is a big jar where the spider was trapped. Maybe. Okay, we gotta take the spider all the way to the exit. I gotta say, this is one smart spider. And we're almost there. The door's unlocked. A hidden passageway. It's an old oil lamp. It seems in perfect condition. Oliver Warren's full work, perfectly organized. There's something else. It's a big iron key. Picked up the gate key. There's hundreds of sheets about experiments. Oliver truly dedicated his time creating artificial life. There's Oliver's notes, left shortly before his house took fire. Should these sheets survive the fire, they will testify that I tried to do everything I could to fix my mistake. I wrote down 2 reports regarding my research and what I have done. These few lines of mine will explain how I plan to destroy it with the help of fire. It's the only thing the creature's afraid of. It seems to damage part of its physical body. I'll set the house on fire. Hopefully a huge fire will overcome its regeneration skills. The situation is out of control. The power to influence weak minds is overwhelming. I created a monster. Hopefully the flames will send it back to the hell it came from. May God forgive me. So it truly was Oliver who set this house on fire half a century ago. This explains his delirium, which eventually led him to his death. But the creature somehow survived until Daniel's arrival. But the fire... If I could find the creature, perhaps I could finish Oliver's job. Nothing here. Just old books with scary titles. Did Oliver make his creature grow up in one of these? God damn it! The stairs fell down. I can't go on. Oh no. Yeah, you may have noticed I've already played this before, and as I said, it's because I didn't have the mic on. Or I didn't have the mic plugged in. This is Oliver Warren's laboratory. Did he create the monster in here? Every kind of poison. It's a misshapen figure's corpse. I can't recall him being human. How many horrors like these were brought to life by all those failed experiments? Books and scrolls written in Latin and unintelligible languages. I'm not an expert, but it seems to be conspicuous selection of the most obscure books ever written by man. Oliver Warren. He pushed him so far to reach his goal. Endless collection of chemical products of every sort. All the bottles here have been flipped over and smashed to smithereens. This must be the second book Oliver spoke about. I don't think Daniel managed to read it before he vanished. Let's see. I failed, absolutely. Only now I see my mistakes so rough that I wonder how I can make them. But I was blind, overcome by my own desire to create life. What I created was not the homunculus. It was something much worse. Maybe a demon, I don't know. Certainly it's wicked. I found more references offering an interpretation completely different from the text which guided my research. I tried to destroy the creature, but I did not succeed. The body which I gave him seemed to be immortal. Cells, regeneration. What's worse is that it's always getting bigger. It's always getting bigger. It's able to disperse its physical essence and infect the matter like an illness. I can't stop it. I quit feeding it. I tried to poison it. Now it's getting food by its own. It's able to see through the walls and the bars. I can't stop it. I don't know how to stop it. So that's what Oliver did. The homunculus artificially created life. Alchemy's biggest dream seems to have become a horrible nightmare. My God. This is the creature to which Oliver Warren gave life. It's trying to speak? Daniel! But it's using Daniel's body to speak. Why? Why did you kill all those people? Kill. Stop. To kill? Yes. No. What? Isn't it what you meant? How? Maybe. What do you want? What do I want? Exactly. Oh, what I want. Food. Is that why you killed all those people? People? Kill? Enough! Daniel! Are you still alive? Don't listen to it. It will enter your head. If you keep listening. That's true. I will enter in your head. I did not want. It forced me to do it. The party. All those people. It's hungry. Always. It keeps getting bigger. Don't listen to it. It's like watching through a looking glass. You will believe that you yourself are madness. It'll make you mad. Daniel, what can I do? Don't listen to it, Sam. Don't listen to it. Stop! Don't listen to him, Sam. Don't listen to him. I don't know how I ran away from the haunted house. I have no memories of what happened then. I remember I fell on the ground and felt the garden's grass under my hands. Then I ran like crazy, still falling down. I turned around for a moment as I heard a terrible crash behind my shoulders. The house had fallen down. The creature was huge, and it freed itself by the walls, trapping it like an empty shell. I yelled and ran away. They found me the following afternoon. I wandered around the woods, frightened. Only debris and nothing else was left of the Warrens' house. Nowadays, several treatments exist for an overwhelmed mind. This is what the doctors keep telling me as they treat me. Yet I keep seeing that creature, and the confused fog which my memories is becoming because of the medicine. That being was created by man and escaped its maker's control. I see it moving around and getting away from the woods. It's out there. It's going to reach town after town, and no one, I'm afraid, will be able to stop it. The end of Warren's house. I like this a lot. It's a pretty good story, although the text needs to be fixed, and I feel that there should be like a story to expand it. But that's it of this. I'm gonna end it here. I hope to see you in the next one.